the most important thing to understand too. Every client, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. Whether that client's buying a $50,000 home or a $50 million home, we want to make sure that no matter what, that client is being serviced. That's the most important thing in the world. Because if you send a client over and they don't have a great experience, that might look bad on you. And that's why we wanted to create this program, because it ensures that when you put the trust and faith of trusting your client and saying, I'm referring you to this person, quite frankly, your name is kind of on the line. And so when we do that blindly, you don't know the experience that can lead to. And that's why the Home Advantage Concierge team is so important when it comes to referrals, because any agent that receives that referrals, we know that they're great at what they do, they're a true professional, and also we're the ones following up to make sure that experience is there.
Hey everybody, thank you for jumping into this webinar. My name is Nick Baldwin, co-founder of LabCoatAgents, and we're here with Home Advantage, and we know very well, especially with LCA having not just the largest community on social media, but we do have the largest real estate referral group in real estate, and it can be a struggle to find someone on social media, especially in that group, who you can feel good about referring your clients to. A lot of times the referrals end up in a hot mess where the referring agent would, have to apologize about things. They get flooded with lots of messages. They don't know who to choose. So right now, your referral trouble is going to be a thing of the past, because LCA, together with Home Advantage, has developed a system that's easy, quick, transparent, and effective. And we're going to jump in to how your referrals are going to be completely transformed here on out. So thank you for being here, guys. It's a pleasure. I just want to go around and for you guys to introduce yourself. Jason, you want to start?
Sure. My name is Jason Mitchell. I am an owner of the Home Advantage platform. We are very excited to be partnering with LabCoatAgents. I myself am a real estate practitioner. And so I've sent tons of referrals. I've received tons of referrals. And so the best practices of that, the goal of what we're creating today is to make sending and receiving referrals super simplistic when we talk about all the LabCoatAgents that are part of the network.
Awesome. We love that. Simple and easy is our favorite. Who wants to go next? There's a lot of people on this call, so I just want to make sure everyone gets to introduce themselves.
Sure thing. I'm over with Home Advantage GMG as well. A lot of what we do here is just obviously just run referrals and make sure that clients, when they're referred, are always taken care of and followed up with, and that everybody, the referring agent, the client, and the agent that just got referred the deal, is all having the best experience possible. So, like I said, that's what we do here. I've got a few other members on my team. Molly's on this call as well. And then we have a couple other people on this as well, Claire and then Louis Pavone, that are all part of this referral agency that Jason and Tristan are going to be announcing here shortly too.
Sweet. So who wants to go next? Let's just go quickly so everyone gets to say hello, unless we just want to start demoing.
Let's demo.
Okay, cool.
So here's the beauty part, guys, is that instead of now having to go on social media, ask a question, wait for a response, and wonder, is that agent that I'm referring business to, are they good at what they do? And then having to apologize to everybody else that you didn't send the referral to, it can be a nuisance. And so what we have created over the past 3 months is this great referral source with LabCoatAgents that will give you the ability to easily submit a referral. But then once your referral is submitted, what happens next is the most critical part. So once you submit a referral, we're going to show you the website here in a second. Everything you do from there forward is going to be completely transparent. You're going to be asked to create a quick account. And on that account, every person that you referred, you're going to be able to track them as they work their way down the milestones. So from searching houses to in contract to closed, you're going to know what agent that we connected them with. We're going to connect the two of you together, and we're going to make sending a referral an experience where it's easy, but it's also not like some of the other referral networks out there where you don't know what you're getting. Every agent that would receive a referral ranks in the top 5% of real estate professionals in the United States. They have to have at least closed 18 transactions in the previous 12 months. And so when you send a referral into the network, no matter where it is, it can be in New York City, it can be in Miami, it can be anywhere in the country, wherever you send a referral, we're going to have a top agent that helps work that referral with you so you can get paid, which is 30%. If you send a referral in, every referral is a 30% referral fee. But most importantly, your client's going to have a great experience because it's going to be a true professional. And so I want to bring on Ken, who was instrumental in building part of this out. And I'd like to first start with the website, and then Ken, we can show a few screenshots of what things look like once. And by the way, we can go live on this as soon as Nick gives us permission, because we're ready to go. So as soon as he's comfortable with everything,
cool, we
want
can do it. Jake, you want to give them permission to share their screen?
This is the website here. Jay, do you want me to just kind of run through a few tabs here for everybody?
Yeah, I'll start with the website, and I'll have you show some of the journeys and the follow-up cadences and the concierge side of things as well too. So guys, very simple. All you need to do, you go to LCAreferrals.com. That is the LabCoat Agent Referral homepage, and where everything is going to be hosted. And we want to make sure we're utilizing this page because that's where we're going to give you the abilities to create accounts. By creating an account, you're now eligible to send a referral, as well as in the future, be able to actually receive referrals. So we're going to build this out to be a really great tool for everybody. But what we do is we outline why use LCA referrals, and that is simply because of trust and transparency. So many referrals get sent out in our business to agents that they really don't know their history. They don't know who they are. And they also sometimes don't even get paid. And so we want to ensure that not only every referral that you send has a great agent, but that you guarantee that if that closing occurs, you are going to get paid, and you can track that through your own personal account that we will set up for you. To get started is very simple. All you need to do is click the send a referral button. Upon sending your first referral, after you send that in, you're then going to be asked to create your account. So very simple, takes about 30 seconds. Tell us who you are. Tell us about your client. Are we looking to buy, sell, or both? Agent preference, and when the best time to contact your client is, along with any notes or instructions. So for example, they may not be looking to buy towards May. They may be looking at prefer, they're downsizing. They're going from 3,000 square feet to 1,500 square feet. They want an acre of land, or whatever the case is. Try to put some notes in there. So when we receive it as Home Advantage, when we send this referral to a trusted agent in that area, they have as much information as they can. So very easy application page to send your referrals in. Now, that's all fine and dandy. The magic happens after this. And so anybody that is using this network that wants to send a client, simply go to lcareferrals.com, click send a referral. You can send your referral. And this way you don't have to use the social media sites anymore. You can simply go here. We'll take care of the rest. Now, what does taking care of the rest mean, and what does it look like? This is the beauty part of what we built with our partners and the help of our LabCoat agent team. And that is, we are going to provide you with the most transparent and instantly connected process, as well as a reporting process that's in the Market Center. So Ken, if you wouldn't mind, if you could show a few screenshots of what the expectations are once a referral has been submitted into the program, that would be great.
Yeah, absolutely. I'd be happy to. Yeah, so, one thing that Jason mentioned is making sure that we're giving everybody the best visibility possible to whenever they're sending a referral to an agent that maybe they don't know and haven't talked to yet, right? So what we're doing on our end, once you submit that referral, we send out communications and actually have our client experience team contact the agent that referred, the client, and then the new agent that's going to be assigned to that referral. Part of that is giving you guys visibility through automations here, through text and email, of where that status of the referral lies. So once you click that submit button, one thing that we're going to do on your end is we're going to be sending out an email, just giving you confirmation, hey, we received a referral. We're currently reaching out to your client now and to the new agent. And once we find that perfect agent to service your referral, we're going to connect back with to make sure that you understand what's going on here. Additionally, that'll pair with a text. So you'll get an email and a text immediately once we receive it. Your client will be actually receive a text and an email as well. This text and email is just saying, hey, we just got your information from you, the agent. We're going to be pairing you with a new agent to help assist with your home purchase or sale in whatever marketplace you identified in that submission form, letting them know that we're going to be contacting them shortly. Once that happens, like I mentioned, we actually have our client experience team reach out to these customers and these agents to make sure that we're doing the perfect pairing. So reading through your notes diligently that you actually left for us, whether you're saying maybe this customer wants to work with a woman, or maybe they want to work with a man, where are they looking for? What's their price point? Do that, my mission control team does. They actually contact that agent and that client and make that initial pairing, just to ensure that everybody's on the same page. Once that pairing is done, we then send out more notifications to you. And again, the goal here is to make sure that you are aware of who's servicing your client and to get you guys on the same page. So as soon as that pairing's done, we'll send out a three-way text and an email. This email is going to have the agent that we just paired with your client and you on it. So you're going to get this first initial thread where you can start communicating with that agent directly right after we make the assignment. And again, the goal here is just to recap all the information that we have on this client and the agent that we paired them with. So you'll get an email saying, hey, we just paired your client with John over at Home Advantage. This is their contact information. This is why we made the pairing, and basically let you kick it off from there. At the same time, it's important that our clients are aware of what's going on too. Even though we just got off the phone with them, we're going to just send them a little bit of awareness of everything we just recapped on the phone, which was, hey, this is the agent that we've paired you with over in California or wherever they're looking to purchase or sell, and this contact information as well. So again, the goal here, it's simply to make sure that everybody's on the same page from start to finish, from we refer the client in the beginning, the times that we make the pairing, and then with the client working with that new agent moving forward. And then one other thing that we do is 24 hours later, we want to make sure that that client is having the best experience. And so we actually send out a survey 24 hours later, just checking in with how their initial conversation went with that new agent. And part of this questionnaire that we're going to be doing in here is asking them obviously about their experience. And we're going to have them rate it on a 1 to 5 scale. Anything less than a 4-star prompts our client experience team to reach out to that customer to see why their experience wasn't the best. And if we can make it better by pairing them with a new agent or contacting you to just kind of connect the dots together again, that's what we'll do. But our goal, again, is to make sure everyone's having the best experience and everybody knows what's going on from the time that it's referred to the time that they close business with that new agent. So
the goal is 5-star experience. And I will tell you that the hard part of referrals, guys, is that when we go online and we raise our hand and say, can somebody help out a friend or family member of mine? Somebody says yes. Then you got to try to schedule a call with them. Then you give them details. You hope they call them back, but they may not have told you they did reach out. It's a broken process to where all you need to do now, submit the information into LCAreferrals.com, and we're going to take care of making sure that we not only connect them with a great agent, but that you are made aware that everything is where it is. And once we make that connection, we're going to open up the door of communication for you and that agent that we felt was the right fit. So if there's anything that you guys need to discuss, feel free to do so. But we also want to make sure that the client's taken care of to the utmost. And so that's why the 24-hour check-in is there, because sometimes people just may not hit it off. And if that's the case, we want to be ahead of that. And so by being ahead of that, we could say, okay, great. We have somebody else that's really great in your area as well. Would you like us to maybe connect you there? And if they say yes, we'll connect them to that agent, and then we'll make you aware that there's been a reassignment to your file. The beauty part is that once you do submit your first referral, you're going to create your account, which is a slide I'd like to pull up real quick if we could, because the management and transparency is what's very important. So once you submit a referral, you're going to have your own Home Advantage account, and it's going to tell you where everything sits. So if you have 10 referrals that you've sent into the network, it's going to give you all 10 referrals. It's going to tell you every milestone that that client is sitting in, whether they're touring homes, whether they're in escrow. And you now can manage through the Home Advantage application as far as what your pipeline looks like for the referrals that you've sent. And so it's pretty sophisticated, and it's all click of a button, guys. And I know that I believe Sandy's on the call, who is a Home Advantage agent, and maybe we can pull her in just to kind of talk about her experience as being a Home Advantage agent, and some of the ease of the tools and products that we have.
Absolutely. Are you able to hear me?
Loud and clear.
Gotcha.
Okay, good. Any specific questions that you might have, I can certainly do my best to answer them, but I have been a Home Advantage partner, and it has honestly been probably one of the best and easiest platforms that I've been able to work with. And it's also keeps that communication open. You know, a lot of times when we get on these, and you guys, obviously, many of you have experienced, you know, somebody asks for an agent in this particular area, and there's 200 people saying the same agent, referring the same agent. With this platform, it's going to make it a lot, I don't want to even, for lack of a better word, fair. You know, there's a lot of people that are just sort of, that are excellent agents that are just not, you know, part of that cheerleading squad. And so going through this platform, you know, it'll help kind of level that playing field a little bit. And also ensure that, you know, you have a team that's going to, you know, be there to help you, that you've got a follow-up, you know, that things are being followed up, that you're actually getting paid. You know, if I go in and refer an agent in another part of the country, I certainly want to make sure that, you know, obviously part of the reason I'm doing that is hopefully be able to get a referral fee. And so, you know, using this platform is certainly going to be able to simplify that and ensure that you're going to get paid, and it's a smooth transaction. And you can be rest assured that the person that you're actually referring is somebody that is an experienced agent, that is good at what they're doing, that's going to follow up, and that, you know, you'll be able to, you know, just ensure that you're going to have a smooth transaction, you know.
Sandy,
Anyways.
do you know if the agent's referring out, do they need to have the transaction count that was mentioned earlier? Is there a specific amount of transactions for that or no?
That would probably not be a question for me as far as the referring agent out. I've had more coming in, so I'm Tristan, and actually I haven't seen your face, but you're kind of throwing me off there. Just your mustache or something
Snuck in.
different.
Yeah, I shaved.
But that might be a better question. I did notice that there's been a couple of questions in the chat that, you know, does that agent referring out need to have a transaction count? That would really probably be a question for the Home Advantage folks.
The answer is no. Listen, first and foremost, I think the most important thing to understand too, every client, every time, no exceptions, no excuses. Whether that client's buying a $50,000 home or a $50 million home, we want to make sure that no matter what, that client is being serviced. That's the most important thing in the world, because if you send a client over and they don't have a great experience, that might look bad on you. And that's why we wanted to create this program, because it ensures that when you put the trust and faith of trusting your client and saying, I'm referring you to this person, quite frankly, your name is kind of on the line. And so when we do that blindly, you don't know the experience that can lead to. And that's why the Home Advantage Concierge team is so important when it comes to referrals, because any agent that receives that referrals, we know that they're great at what they do. They're a true professional. And also we're the ones following up to make sure that experience is there. As far as sending a referral goes, anybody at any time, you don't need to have a count. You don't need it. All you need to do is fill out the form, send the details, and we're going to take care of the rest. As far as receiving referrals, that's something that we are going to leave up to Tristan and his team to determine who and how many agents we open up to. We have a panel of agents across the country already. We want to make sure that we add more LabCoat agents into our network. We certainly have plenty of LabCoat agents in the receiving part of our network, but we want to add more, and we're going to allow Tristan to tell us when that time is. So I would say as of right now today, that door isn't quite open, but I believe shortly with LCA's permission, we'll open up the door to more agents along the way to receive referrals.
Yeah, Good, man. I think as we start seeing posts come into the LCA referral network and the LCA group, we're going to start posting up the link and then shutting off the comments so people just go directly into this, because I'm tired of all the cheerleading. I know that everyone else out there is as well, unless they're part of the cheerleading group that's being, they're paying to be part of that. Sometimes they like it. But in this case, we want to be able to give everyone a better shot and saying, hey, look, we can actually refer over there because this person looks like they actually work those areas and they're better qualified to handle the referral. That's what I like about this.
No doubt. I think the guesswork's hard too. And then it's even the connecting over social. Because most of the time, what do we then have to do? Before, if I have a $500,000 client that I'm going to refer over, you may raise your hand and say, I'm an agent that can help you. I got to go research you. So I'm going to pull up your social media. I need to make sure that you are a good agent. And now all that's done. All you have to do, submit the client. You can trust the process. And I know Tristan and his team wouldn't put their name on something that they haven't vetted and that they don't trust. Home Advantage has been around 22 years. This is what we do. We make sure that we have a white glove service to the referrals that come into our program and match them with the best agents possible. Is every single transaction perfect? No, it's not. But we will be there to support that transaction to make sure that if anything needs to change along the way, we're going to let you know about it. And the beauty part is you don't need to do anything at all when it comes to tracking and monitoring. You're going to have it on your phone at the click of a button.
I love that.
Jason,
Nick,
I have a question,
go
Jason.
ahead.
I'm sorry. I was just wondering if the platform through LCA, that each agent that's a part of it is going to have their own profile where they can have a little bio about themselves. Is that going to be set up the same way with the LCA referrals?
Yep, exactly.
Okay.
Sandy, as far as because the platform, it's identical.
Correct. Okay, great. Well, that's good actually, because in my situation, in my experience, I've had people simply look at the bio and say, I chose you because you are a native of this area, and who knows this area better than the native. So they have actually chosen me just for that reason, based on my platform on the Home Advantage site.
Yep. Yeah, it's a very easy system to use too. So once you sign up, we're going to send you terms and conditions. And essentially what it says is if you're sending in a referral, you're going to get paid 30%. Every referral you send out, we do kick out an automatic DocuSign. So that's your document that guarantees that you get paid. Any agent that receives the referral already has an agreement with Home Advantage. And so their broker and them have already committed that any referral we send out, that they're going to pay you on. And then we handle all of the fulfillment. And so when we close on this transaction, you'll be paid. I believe your referral fee gets paid within 72 hours. Don't quote me on that, but I think it's within 3 days. If we can't do it on the settlement statement, if it can be done on the settlement statement, we'll put it on the settlement statement. Sometimes we can't. And in the cases where we can't, you'll get paid as quickly as possible. And once we close out, it'll update your app that you've been paid and it's been closed out, and we'll move on to the next one. So I think everybody will like the simplicity of the process and how to utilize the application.
Yeah, I think it's great. One of the biggest pain points is, making sure, because let me back up. When you send a referral to somebody on behalf of a client, that experience that your client is going to have with that agent reflects on you, right? That's like your brand, even though you're not the one doing the deal. So the ability to track where the person is in the deal, you don't have to chase the agent down. They're already doing a certain level of production, so you know that they're experienced. So I think it's I think it's a great platform with a lot of great features, takes the guesswork out, and it reduces cheerleading. Now, some of the cheerleading is accurate, right? But people get frustrated when the same person is tagged a million times, and it's very hard to check production levels, and sometimes Zillow isn't accurate. So this, like I said, takes a lot of the guesswork out.
No, I love it. Guys, thanks so much for jumping on. We appreciate you. We're going to be releasing it over the next couple of days and people will start jumping on. So Jason and team, thanks.
Good
We
work.
appreciate it.
We're excited, guys. Thank you for your
Amazing work.
partnership. And we could not be more thrilled to be a partner and to create a better experience for all of your community when it comes to
Love
trust and
it.
confidence with
Thanks,
your-
everybody.
Thank
guys.
you.
Thanks.